Happy Friday, y'all. This is gonna be unscripted because I don't want to delay this any further. I said I was gonna post this on Monday, and now it's Friday, and it's Friday night, and I am not good at preparing and posting update videos. So I guess I'm just gonna start with the short version in case y'all don't want to sit around for 10 minutes. Is my computer is not getting better. It is gradually getting worse. Here's a rundown. About 2 weeks ago, it started happening around Saturday morning, I think it was. It was about a week or so. On Saturday, the night before, bear in mind, it was working perfectly fine. I was just recording like I usually do. Sometimes my computer runs a little bit short on space and it will just like shut down, you know. So my computer shut down on me unexpectedly on Saturday in the morning. It was just like, and it was out. No blue screen of death or anything. It just kind of gave in. I thought it was a little weird. Turned it back on. Tried to see if I could just like remove a whole bunch of files, a few hundred gigabytes of personal space being put onto this portable hard drive I actually have plugged in right now, because I might end up removing more stuff. I don't know. But a few hours later that same day, shut down again unexpectedly. There was even more space and I had less internet tabs running, and now I was really confused because I was just like, is it happening now? The confusion was like me in denial that my worst fears were coming up, which is that my streaming PC, the one thing I was hoping would last a significant amount of time, was not going to give up on me now. But as it would be, once the third unexpected shutdown happened while I was doing a stream on Twitch, is when I had that realization that this is not getting any better. This PC is slowly but surely turning into a sinking vessel. I gotta get everything off it as soon as possible that I care about and want to transfer onto the next PC that I get, whenever that may be, because I really don't know. And from here on forward, it's been working fine. There's been one shutdown the next day on Sunday, so 4 shutdowns. None of them were blue screens of death. It was just like, and it was just out. It was like blackout. I did a lot of changes and stuff like that just to, I don't know, see if I could salvage it, keep it together. There hasn't been another unexpected shutdown, but the reality is my PC cannot stream for more than 30 minutes without the possibility of it just overheating and shutting down on me now. I can record for maybe 30 to 60 minutes, but then I have to let it cool down. I can start up another recording 30 minutes later if I want to, but then I have to turn off the recording again. I shut down the program for OBS, and we just repeat this cycle. And I can't really do like 10-hour grinds and speedruns or 3-hour streams. I can't even do the standard streams that I would normally do unless I decide to switch to cell phone. But the thing is, I don't want to do that simply because I don't want the quality to fall down. If the quality starts to decrease, I feel like I'm compromising what my audience is used to. And I escaped the mobile streams back in 2020. It's something I don't want to have to go back to if I don't have to. Long story short, this computer is not working the way it used to. It's not getting any better. I've been able to delay the inevitable by cleaning out the fans and the inside of the PC a few days ago. I cleared as much space off, having as little programs running in the background, minimizing the amount of internet tabs I have open, which is just right now 2 to 4 at most. I run any of my personal record submissions or PV submissions right now that I post something on YouTube on my computer if I have it recorded, and then I have to just hope that I don't have to do intensive recording for certain things, because right now I can't really do anything speedrunning related that's more than an hour. Otherwise, I'm worried that my computer will just shut down on me and I'll lose it, the footage. of proof. Just simply because that's a looming possibility. So right now I can't stream on Twitch. That's just something I can't do right now, which is very disappointing. I was getting my groove back together in a new place. I was hoping that I was going to be able to stream throughout the rest of the spring and the summer. Sort of eventually get a new schedule for the fall once everything was all done and settled. But as it turns out right now, that's not really an option that I have, which is awful. It sucks because I have to change everything, and I'm going to end up disappointing a lot of people in both my Twitch audience and to some degree my YouTube audience. Although the 24 to 25 people that are subscribed to me on YouTube probably won't notice too much of a difference, simply because personal best times have been kind of slowed down, cooled down. I mean, there's a couple of options I could take with that route if I wanted to like keep the channel going, but it would be sort of recycled, regurgitated content, which is bringing me to where do I go next? What's going to happen while my computer is slowly but surely going straight to hell? So there's one of like 4 to 5 things I could do, maybe more. The first is just to completely go on break, hiatus, no speedruns whatsoever, which is not my favorite option. It's not an option I prefer. Simply put it, I love the speedrun. It's something I like to do. Speedrunning is something that makes me happy. And if I were to just entirely like stop it for a short period of time, I don't know, I'd be sort of racking my brains over what to do. That being said, if I really wanted to, I could take like a shorter, like longer break, like series of breaks in between. I don't know how I'd do it. Maybe I'd just like casually play a game once a night, which you could say I'm already doing that, and I was doing that kind of in April. The thing is, I like to speedrun, and I want to keep myself as sharp as possible when it comes to learning speedruns and doing all that stuff. But I've gotten too used to the point where I record everything, and I don't do much offline anymore. It's sort of a different era of my life where back in before 2015, I never hardly ever recorded any sort of speedruns unless there was like a replay function that was available. And even then, I'd never actually accessed those replays until, 5 to 10 years later when I had like a camera that could give solid footage or a capture card that could get the job done, which is an option that I rarely ever took. The point in all of this is that first option, while I don't like it, may be an option that I have to take, so when I come back, I have the fresh mindset, I'm excited again, I don't know. The excitement being sort of missing could just have to do with the fact that the computer is going kaput, which is something I wanted to deny was going to happen. It's a terrible mindset to have simply because this thing is 7 years old now. It's approaching 8. It gets closer and closer to hitting a decade every time a year passes now, which by computer years, this puppy is running its time down to expiration, which is not good. Not good at all. And, I mean, that's frustrating, but it is what it is. So, like, the first option is just to do nothing. Audience numbers would basically dwindle, and people would just presume that I quit or disappeared or something like that, and then I randomly reappear and have to kind of work my way back up to the audience numbers. I expect that there's going to be some dissipation in the people that are subscribed to my channel and the people that are following my Twitch channel and Twitch subscribers, simply because I kind of just disappeared without much of an explanation. The second option would be to put out YouTube highlights of older speedruns, and people want to see that because I still have stuff that I haven't posted on my channel. I could do it on both YouTube and Twitch on like a weekly basis, sort of have be like an archive series of some sort. But that would also require me to run the movie making program, and I don't know how well it would handle under all that stress, where I get the premonition that if I tried to run it, there's this sort of irrational fear that it's going to shut down in the process of like producing the video. So I don't. I'm in a bit of an impasse. If I did that, I'd have to do it with like archive footage that's older, or I'd maybe have to just send uncut footage to like YouTube or something and edit it that way. It would be an option that's available so long as I don't have to edit something too terribly lengthy. And if I do, you know, what am I going to do about it? I'm not going to be able to do too much about it when my computer decides to shut down. I guess the good thing about that is, unlike it randomly shutting down due to overheating on something like, say, I don't know, a recording that's going live, you don't lose the footage to that necessarily. You just have to piece it all together again and then hope that it makes it through the entire production cycle without overheating too much, which is something I could do. I think this route might be a bit more viable simply because I can still record on this PC if I want to. I just cannot record very long anymore. I can't do like a 10 to 15 hour session. That's basically out the window. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't just like grind for a world record on games that are super competitive because I need the time. I need quality time to sort of put in the hours. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. You know, you can be good at a game, you can put in a lot of, you can be like a grinder, but if you don't have quality time in like large blocks between, I don't know, morning and an afternoon, or afternoon and evening, or even an entire day, depending on what type of grind it is, you're just not going to get a world record that way. You're not going to get a good run that way. Where I'm at on certain like time trials charts in the Mario Kart series, that's not going to get you anywhere. You need like a week's worth of time in a series of like 3 to 4 hour sessions over the course of 7 to 14 days just to get a personal record. Especially at my level in like 64, where I'm like 7th best in the world, there's nothing that's going to happen unless I put in the time, sort of being able to spot out mistakes over the long term, and keeping on fixing those problems until I get something to work. Because without tons of footage for me to look at, it's just not going to happen. So, like, basically, I just have to try new speedruns in very short quantities, stuff that's easily able to be captured with like a replay save, or can be done in like a 5-minute format, which by that sort of premonition, by that sort of standard, I just can't stream. Still under that option. None of these options have like streaming live on Twitch as an available option. That's just going to be gone for a while until I get a new computer, which also is going to take some time because I can't exactly just go to a store and buy one. Where I'm living, that's not an option. Once again, a bit of an impasse. So option 2 is to do local recordings. Option 3 is to go the route of trying to get in contact with other streamers to stream from their house with their equipment, which highly unlikely. I don't want to take this option whatsoever, just simply because I don't like to mooch off of other people if at all possible. I don't like asking for much help when I do speedruns. I like it to be my own work as much as I possibly can. I know I get help from people, and the help that I got from some of the top players in certain speedruns are the only reason I've made it as far as I have. But I still like a lot of what I figure out to be sort of my work, because if it's not, I don't really feel like it's something that I've truly earned. And the same goes for streaming. I want to be able to say that I've done it by myself, because if I don't, I feel guilty, having to ask for help. It's just not something I want to do. That third option, it's out there. I don't want to take it, and I really don't want to stress out other people over this. This is not something they need to be stressed out over. So, like, I'm just going to say, unless somebody seriously wants to throw that option out there, I'm just going to say that I bring it up, but, like, as a desperate, like, last option. It's not something I want to do. The fourth option would be to sort of take a more fan request route with highlights and videos and do more productions that I can put together in bits and pieces until I get to like the final big product. Or I take requests from my Twitch chat or my Discord server and sort of decide where to go with that, which I could do. It is something I could try to show that I'm still listening to my fans, saying, hey, I can't stream, but I can still try to do things that you want me to do. Keep it reasonable, nothing longer than an hour. Or if it can be done in segments, I could always be down to do segmented series. Then I can, or stuff that can be applied to like a primary channel or a secondary channel, ideas that people have that I can work on and give updates on in my Discord server. To say like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. The fan route might be one that is actually a good route to take because it doesn't just limit myself to speedruns. It gives me an opportunity to sort of work a little bit more along the lines of like video productions or exploring new ideas. Like, what if I do this? What if I do that? What other people can I highlight while I'm not highlighting myself? Because at the end of the day, I like making content, whether it be in the form of speedruns that take hours upon hours to put together, or highlighting other people that are doing great speedruns. And the latter is something I don't do enough of. It's something I want to do more of, and I think it'd be great if people gave suggestions, and I can try to sort of square some time away to work on videos. I've actually got a few different video ideas that have been just like boiling in the pot of brainstormed ideas from like as long as 3 or 4 years ago that I want to like fully realize. It's going to take time though, because I still like to speedrun. The fourth option, that being said, it does feel like a strong option. I don't know. The fifth option is to go the route that I dread, the route I don't want to take, but the one that would allow me to speedrun, which would be to mobile stream again. I could do full speedruns, but the quality would suck. It would not be fun. I don't want to do that. If I can try to keep it within the capture card boundaries, stuff that I can like sort of put together using a microphone, having some form of professional quality. Professional isn't like my quality. A professional, this microphone is not going to be good for any professional YouTuber. This is good for me though. A person whose like standards are just high enough where you don't want to see glaring errors, but like something where it's sort of a niche project. So yeah, those are kind of the 5 options. I don't know if they were really specific or not, but like if people have idea of what type of route to take or another idea perhaps, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm going to post this in my Discord server, and I'll probably post this as well, maybe in a few other speedrunning servers I am involved with, because I need to do something. I don't want to get too bored. I don't want to lose my speedrunning sort of like reflexes. I want to keep having fun with what I'm doing, but I don't want to lower my quality or my standards that I have. I'm interested in maintaining the standards that I set for myself in the past few years and then try to gradually upgrade them as I go. To say that the alternative routes that I have to take while my computer is slowly decaying on me could last as long as a year. It could be resolved in less than 2 months. I don't know. It's going to depend on how quickly I can find a computer, and one that both myself and my parents are willing to invest money in, simply because I have the luxury of using some of the funds from graduation my parents are providing me to replace the old computer. Good timing on that, mind you. I'm very lucky. Not everybody gets that like luxury of being able to replace their PC. It just happened. The timing is utterly serendipitous. So, yeah, we're going to figure this out. I just don't know what is going to happen next. So, yeah, it's not fun. It is what it is. So, yeah, until next time, take care, everybody. Yeah, that's my uncut, unproduced super heavily improvised update. Thanks, bye.